This is part 2 of the video. I hope you guys enjoy. I am talking to a mature audience. If you're not really that mature, then you probably gonna not really like a lot of the stuff that I say. Or maybe you consider yourself mature and you still don't like what I say. Oh, well, this ain't for you. Then, you know how they say, if it don't apply, let it fly? Then this not for you. If this don't apply, then you just need to let it fly. So I'm going to go ahead and say that your clothes need to fit you appropriately. Your clothes should not be so tight on you, which I have a lot of tight outfits. I'm not going to lie. I definitely have a lot of tight outfits. But your clothes shouldn't be so tight on you to where you hear them ripping when you're bending over to pick something up. I mean, it's not ladylike. That's me being nice, a nice way for me to put it. Like, I'm usually very blunt and straightforward, but this video is for us at a tender point, like at a tender point when we're coming back into self. And so I'm not going to be up here spewing all kind of different stuff, because when I'm saying all this stuff, I'm saying it to myself as well, because like I said, I am on the road myself back to self. So the last thing we need is for me to be saying things that are not loving, because we're not going to abuse ourselves. We're not going to beat up on ourselves. We're going to love ourselves. You know, we're going to accept ourselves and change the things we don't like. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to say these things like, you know, you want your clothes to fit appropriate. It makes you look better. When your stuff fits you, I don't know why I had this rolled up. But when your stuff fits you appropriately, like this shirt is not too tight for me. This shirt fits well. I can actually grab a little bit of room and pop my collar. So I can pop my collar. So this fits me appropriately. Now, I definitely went my younger self. I definitely wore a lot of stuff. And to me, I felt like I was younger. There was a time for me to be dressing like that. But now that I'm older, I'm a parent, and I'm getting more into giving a clean, crispy look. I understand that, you know, your clothes need to fit you appropriately. Your clothes should not be a struggle for you to get in and out of them. Really, how we dress is what we attract. How we look when we go out the door, that's what we attract ourselves. That's why I said we're going to stay in this contract with ourselves. We're going to put our best self forward. If you are a single lady, you need to be paying way more attention to what you're putting out to the world, so you can get back what you're putting out. If you're looking to be in a relationship with somebody, you're ready for something serious, you need to dress seriously. Don't put on, I'm not saying you need to go get a blazer and put that on, nothing like that. I'm just saying you dress where a person could take you serious. Not where they see booty cheeks falling out your shorts, but they see cheeks falling out your booty shorts, and you want this person to take you serious. You mad because they disrespecting you. I don't get the mindset of how women be like, it don't matter what I got on, nobody shouldn't treat me like this. Girl, you serious? When you see a homeless person, you move to the side, some of y'all. So how do you expect the world to treat you when you're presenting yourself to the world looking like that? I mean, come on. So we have to do better. This is what I'm talking about, accountability. Like, we have to be accountable for our appearance. We got to be out there stepping, looking good. We can slate and we can look good. We don't have to be half naked. We don't have to do that. We're not doing that. Moving forward, we're not doing that. We probably used to do that, but we ain't doing it. And anybody want to bring up the old, you tell them, press rewind. Like Jesus said, press rewind. Baby, we don't want to talk about the past. That's over with. We moving forward. We back on the road, getting back to ourselves. So we ain't worried about all that stuff we used to do in the past. That's gone. And somebody bringing up the past, talking about old stuff, they ain't nothing but an undercover hater. They're mad at the person that you are becoming. But that's a whole other video. We're going to stay on topic today as we wind down. Next, we talked about clothes. Now we're going to talk about shoes. If I catch one of y'all again in the store with those heels hanging off the back of them slippers, it's going to be a problem. All right, so now we're going to talk about your shoes, which is very important. I mean, I don't think people realize how much people look down at you. Sometimes people literally make shoe contact before they even look in your face. Or your shoes are bringing them to be like, oh, okay. Your shoes say a lot about you. So you want to make sure your shoes fit you appropriately as far as sizing, and also that it's appropriate for the event and appropriate for the weather. You don't want to wear flip-flops in the middle of this winter time going outside, or you have a fire outfit on, like your outfit is just giving everything, but your shoes are giving, no, Miss Ma'am. Like, you don't want that. So make sure your shoes are appropriate. Try not to wear flat shoes. They're not really complimentary to anyone. So make sure, you know, and also there are shoes that you can buy. If cost is an issue, then there's Walmart has cute shoes. Payless have cute shoes. Like Rainbow, I know that's a store around where I live. It's very cheap. They have cute shoes. You just have to pick the appropriate things. So don't let your finances be a thing that restricts you. You're going to buy shoes regardless, right? Okay, well, buy some shoes that you can wear with your outfits. That's going to give you a cleaner look. All right, beautiful people. So that is going to conclude our outer. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. And if you have any suggestions as well, I know a lot of drip masters are definitely watching this. So if you have any suggestions that you can leave for me or anybody else that's watching this, some ways that we can elevate our look. And as far as our outer appearance, please drop that down in the bottom. Today I'm rocking it all black. You know, we're in November. I'm rocking that all black. Y'all drop me some black hearts down there. Let me know y'all with me and show me some love or whatever. All right, so that's going to bring us right into our second half of the video. And this half of the video is going to be about our inner self. We talked about our outer self. So now we're going to get into something that I feel as a belief is way more important, our inner self. Now, if you're watching this and you where I was, totally lost and cut off from your true self, then I think that what we need to do is start with some affirmations. Every day that you wake up, you need to get up and you need to say something positive to yourself. One of the things I think you should start with is, I am beautiful. Every day, you need to say that in the mirror until you believe it. You'll be surprised how many people that have low self-esteem that do not believe they're beautiful. Whether the world says they're beautiful or not, they don't believe it. And one of the ways that we can definitely become more confident is through affirmations. So get you, what I do, I use a, what are those little things called? Those little small cards, index cards. I write it on an index card and I keep it by my window. I keep it by my mirror and I say that every morning. Or I go in my mirror, that's the mirror in my closet. So I go in there often. So every time I see it, it reminds me to say, I am beautiful. Another one of my favorites is, all things are working together for my good. Now, I stole a little bit of that from the Bible. You know how the Bible verse says something a little different. But I like that part about all things are working together for my good. Those things that are good and those things that are bad. So that's another affirmation that I use as well. You can look up affirmations. Find some that are appropriate for your situation. Or another one that when I say I am beautiful, I also say, and I love my body. Yes, I'm in the process of trying to lose weight, but also I'm going to love the body that I'm in right now. This body is what gets me up to go and do all kind of different things. So I love the body that I'm in. So let's start that off with our affirmations. Find some positive affirmations. A couple of those, and we're going to spew those to ourselves. We're going to say those to ourselves every day. Every day. All throughout the day. That's what we're going to say. This is something that I learned in a self-help book that I find to be true and real. We believe things about ourselves that are just simply not true. And I mean a lot of negative things. We believe everything that those abusers told us. Nobody wants you. You're not pretty. You're ugly. You're fat. Who gonna want you with all them children? You know, these are the things that they tell us, and these are the things that get into our mind, and we start to believe those things. So that's what I talk about, the inner work. Learn how to cry. Everybody else, oh, don't cry. You don't have to cry. No, baby, you need to cry. You need to let that out. You need to let that stuff go. You need to process. You know, I'm not saying sulk and stay in those negative emotions, but feel that stuff and then let it go. Move past it. Because emotions are temporary feelings. Like they fluctuate up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So feel all of that. And then process past it. Move right along. Because if you don't, you're going to be believing that you're fat and ugly. And yes, you may be overweight. But you're pretty to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that somebody, the number one person that you need to be pretty to is yourself. I don't care how many times somebody told you you're ugly. You're this. You're that. And then if this is somebody that you're with, then why they with you? Why are you with me if you feel this way about me? That's the one thing to think about. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, as we do this inner work, you have to realize that even parents sometimes, you know, parents must, you know, not saying our parents are not perfect. They do the best that they can, most of them. You know, but they'll say things like they may have compared you to another child. And they may have told you, oh, you need to do this because you're too skinny. Or you need to stop eating that because you're too big. Or whatever. Like, yeah, we definitely need to manage our weight. That's for sure. But, you know, it has to come from a different place. And so maybe this is the reason why you're struggling with your weight or whatever. But if we don't dive into those things that happen in our past, and some of this stuff is our immediate past. And one of the things is us comparing ourselves to everybody, especially when it comes to social media. We're all on social media looking at all these people who have putting out nothing but the positive things in their lives, and we compare our lives to them, and it's a no. Like, it's not realistic or whatever. But that's a whole different video right there. I could go on and on and on about that. But once again, I started with the outer appearance. But that's the least important as it relates to the inner person. You have to get to those demons that are within you. Because if you don't get to those demons that are inside of you, you can put on as much makeup, the prettiest wig, the cutest little shoes. Those demons will still come back and destroy you every time. And you'll keep waking up every year saying, damn, how did I not get anywhere further than I was last year? That's because you have not addressed those demons that are within. So let's normalize that. Let's make that pop. Let's make that thing that's popping. Us working on our mental health and tackling these demons and addressing all those inner issues that we have. All right, so I just wanted to, I don't know if this fits under inner or outer, but I just wanted to also leave y'all with this tip as well, to get organized. If you can organize your house and your life, and when I say life, I mean house for me. I feel like that's house, your kitchen, your closet, and everything like that. You know, go through that, like, you know, and organize. Get yourself together. Remember, we're starting fresh. We're starting something new. Whatever day you hear this video, I don't care if it's 10 years from now or something like that, or whenever you hear this video, start something new. And you don't need to make a big announcement or tell the world, hey, I'm about to get on a roadmap back to myself. I'm about to get on this roadmap back to myself. I'm about to do all these things. Woo. You don't have to do that. Start organizing. As you get those things in order, that's why I always say, like, the things that we do on the outside, those physical things that we do, that's a representation of change within. So change your environment around you. Change your closet. Reorganize your closet, because you're about to do a new thing. You're about to do something new. You want some new things going on. So organize that closet. Old things that you forgot that you even had in the back of the closet, you're going to run into. Or things where you're like, you know, this is not me anymore. This is not the woman or man that I want to be now. I'm throwing it out. Like, stop holding on to that stuff. We have emotional ties to stuff that we shouldn't even be having emotional ties from. Some of y'all still have clothes in the closet from your ex from way back then. Girl, throw that away. That man not coming back. That man married with kids, girl. Throw that away, okay? We're not doing that. We're moving forward. We're in a contract with ourselves to live our best lives, being our best selves. So we're not doing all that old stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a new us. It's a new day. And that's how we're going to move forward. Oh, that was a tough one. I ain't going to lie to y'all. It was very tough, you know, for me to get through that. But I promise to give y'all my authentic self moving forward. I want to give y'all my authentic self as I'm on this road and in contract with my own self to present my best self forward every day. So I want to be authentic as possible. And for some people, it may be offensive. And for some, they're like, damn, that's just what I needed to hear. I pray and I hope that it touch your heart in that type of way, that it don't come off as offensive. Or if it do hurt, be like, damn, that was real. You know what I'm saying? I'm really right there. And I'm doing that, and it's not cool. If that's how you feel. You know, if it offended you, maybe it needed to offend you so that you could get up and make some changes. But anyway, thank y'all so much for staying through this whole video and getting through it. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all don't understand. I really, really do. And I hope to see y'all in the next video.